Hello everyone, welcome back to another reading vlog. I have a visitor over here. You can say hi.
Hi.
So I said I was gonna do 2 reading vlogs, and here I am. I'm doing 2 reading vlogs. This one I have a very particular theme for that I'm really excited for. The last vlog I did not end up reading all the books I wanted to. This one I don't really feel like I will have that problem at all because they're all vampire books. You guys know I love vampires. I attribute that to Buffy and Vampire Week. And you know, I thought what week was I gonna pick to do this? And I thought, why not for my birthday week? Because my birthday is on Friday, the 20th. And why not read vampire books for my birthday? So why not? Because I'm really not doing anything else, let's be honest here. When you get to that age, it's like birthday is just another day, especially when you get older, especially when you're a mom. It's just another day. So I thought, let's just celebrate by reading some vampire books. So I have 3 books that I would really like to read. The first one is already out, I believe, and that is My Vampire Plus One by Jennifer Levine. This is the companion sequel novel to My Roommate is a Vampire, which I read last year, loved. A lot of people don't like it, but I loved it, and I think it's one you just have to go into with just expecting a good time. You're not going to get a really grand lore of vampires and things like that. You're just going to accept it for what it is. It's just a fun, quirky book about a girl that moves in with a vampire. There you go. This one follows the main character's best friend that's a vampire. In the first one, this one's Reginald, and then we follow Amelia, who is an accountant. I just started this one. Then we have the other one that is also released as well, and that is So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I have ordered this. It has not come in yet, but I do have an ebook of it, so hopefully it'll come in this week, the physical copy, fingers crossed. If you don't know, Rachel Harrison writes horror, but they're not really scary in my opinion. They're more like kind of satirical in a way. This is basically about a woman that goes out for her birthday, what do you know, with her best friend, and then the next day they wake up and they're vampires. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Then we have one, I debated about reading or not for this vlog, because I was like, but I was like, you know what, it fits in with the theme, and it's coming out somewhat soon, like in the next 4 weeks, so why not? And that is Fang Fiction by Kate Stayman London. This one's about a girl that basically gets trapped into her favorite like fantasy vampire world. She's like, wait a second, I don't know if I'm ready for this. So either way, all of them sound very fun and spooky, and yeah, I'm just gonna take you along with my week. It's gonna be a pretty normal week of school and therapy for my son. My daughter's 3, so I'm just starting to really kind of get her into the preschooling thing. I'm trying to homeschool her and get her to learn a bunch, and I like doing that. So yeah, and I'm gonna show you cooking and flowers and all that fun stuff. So come along for my birthday week as your girl turns 36. Yes, I am that old. I probably look older than I am. So if I am, just don't tell me. If I look 45, do not tell me. Just lie to me, okay? Make me feel better. But either way, let's have a fantastic time. See what I did there? Hello, it is the 18th, Wednesday. I did not vlog yesterday because Monday night was a horrible night for sleep. Both of my kids, oh my gosh, I was tired as... Insert whatever word you want. I was tired, I was grumpy, now, whenever I get super tired, I just don't function well, as probably everyone does. Either way, last night was a much better night of sleep for everyone. Thank the Lord. We'll see how tonight goes. But that's the reason why I didn't vlog yesterday. But I just finished my Vampire Plus One by Jenny Levine, and I really enjoyed it. I did not, I think, enjoy it as much as the first one. My roommate is a vampire. I just love the relationship. I thought it was just super cute. He was a gentleman. It was just, I don't know, he felt hard. It was adorable. This one was cute, not as cute as the first one. I like the romance a little bit more, but I will say I like the spice better in this one, if that makes sense. But either way, it was just a fun time. I don't think I've told you what this book is about. So, in the first book, we have Cassie and Frederick. Frederick is our vampire, and Cassie moves in and needs a place to move in. She moves on Frederick. He doesn't know, she doesn't know he's a vampire. Frederick has kind of a best friend, if you will, and that is Reginald, aka our vampire in this book. Now, Reggie is a lot different from Frederick. Frederick is very much a gentleman, still kind of set in the early 1900s. He dresses, he's got pocket watch. Reggie's like, you know what? I've been through life and I've seen some junk, so I'm gonna wear whatever I want, say whatever I want, and have some fun making trouble, and that is what he does. So he's a little bit of a bad boy, if you will. In the beginning of the book, he literally bumps into our other main character, Amelia, who was a CPA and accountant. She does stuff with taxes and money, stuff that I could never even begin to fathom. Like, I respect her job. Could I ever have it? No, because I would be horrible at it. I'm so bad at math. But anyway, basically they run into each other. He's like, I need you to do me a favor. There's some people after me. Like, pretend you're in a conversation with me and they won't see me. And they run into each other again. And she's like, you know what? I did you a favor. Now you could do me a favor. Be my pretend date to my cousin's wedding in a month. And because her parents are always bashing her about being single, and she's getting tired of it because she's happy with her life. And so what goes on from there is a fake dating situation. She learns he's a vampire, ... And we also have our big kind of conflict. You would think the big conflict would be he's a vampire, but that's not. That's not either of the books. It's kind of just there, you know? You just accept it for what it is. The big conflict in this book is there's this vampire group after Reggie, and for something he did like in the 1800s. Like I said, Boo's been around for a while. Like I said, Bro's been around for a while, and so that's kind of our main driving conflict. As always, like with the first book, we had a main conflict. It was over like that, but I enjoyed it. So these books are not meant to be taken seriously. They are just meant to have a good, as I say, fantastic time. It's not going to go into vampire lore. It's not going to go into the history. It's not going to go into why did these women accept that they were vampires so easy. Like, all characters were like, all right, you're a vampire? Like, cool. Like, I was like, I would have, excuse me, I have 1,001 questions, but either way, it's just a fun time to not be taken seriously. I would give this one a 3.5, I would say, and this one I gave a 4 out of 5. It's just fun. It's a fun, cute vampire time with a little bit of spice in it, not like crazy amount, but I enjoyed the chemistry between them. I enjoyed how I made her more lighthearted because she was very much a workaholic. I enjoyed how she kind of mellowed him out. Sorry, my daughter just somehow knows when I'm filming vlogs and she comes in. But it was a fun time. A great way to start this vlog, I think. So, yeah, if you want just a fun, lighthearted vampire romance, never thought I'd say that in a sentence, but here we are. This series is a great one. I hope she continues on with it. I don't know if she will, but I gotta say, this cover was amazing. It looks like something from like a Archie comic, like Pop Comics. I like this one, but not nearly as much as the first one. They're just cute. I love the illustrated covers. I don't know. So now I'm going to move on to my next read, which is So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. Like I said, I ordered a copy of it. Hopefully it should be here tomorrow. I don't know, but I have an ebook, so I'll start that. So yeah, this one I think is going to be vastly different than this one. It's going to be a little bit more darker, probably more satirical. We will have to see. So yeah, that's my update for now. And it's like on its 3rd day of raining, and I'm quite frankly tired of it. Like, I like the fall vibes it's bringing, but it's still not quite cool enough, so it's insanely humid. Like, believe it or not, I did curl my hair this morning, and what happened? Humidity. Virginia. Either way, I'll update you when I have something to update you on. Happy Friday. today is my birthday. I'm officially 36 years old. I feel it. I do feel it. Yeah, today's my birthday. I'm not vlogging because of that, but I didn't vlog yesterday because I didn't really read much. Nothing much really happened, but I do have a few things to talk to you about. First up, I want to talk about my reading so far in So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I am maybe 20% of the way in on ebook. I'm on like, yeah. I'm on chapter like 8. So I'm only on page like 53. This is about a character named Sloane who is dreading her birthday, and I did not know this, so I got into it, but she is dreading her 36th birthday. Like, how fortunate it is to read that during that time. But either way, she's not doing good. She's in a relationship. She's in a marriage that she's pretty sure her husband she's pretty sure her husband has been cheating on her, and then he surprises her with the trip. He's like, you are gonna go with your best friend to this amazing like cottage for 3 days, and that's for your birthday. And so she goes and she gets reunited with her best friend, and I'm just kind of in the thick of that. Spoiler warning, we all know they're gonna eventually become vampires, I guess, during this trip. We will see, but either way, I'm liking it so far. Not much has happened because I'm only on 53 pages. What to share with you is the books I got in the mail. So I made an order like a couple weeks ago on Target for some books, and they just finally came in yesterday. Number one of those being So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I just wanted a copy of this because it's a goblet of blood with a bat and a moon like cocktail stir. Like, how cool is that? Oh good. I was like, if they don't have red on this somewhere, that is a missed opportunity. So that is one I bought. And another one I bought that I've just been meaning to buy is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. This is one I've read a long time ago when it first got published. I had the hardcover of it, which I lent it out to somebody. I don't even remember who it was. Never got it back, so I was like, I need to buy a new one. This is my favorite YA graphic novel. It's fall. It's beautiful. I talk about it every year because it is amazing. I always in particular talk about this thing called a pumpkin bomb, which they have in here, which is right here. There's my dog. Oops. Come on, Kate. Vanilla ice cream sandwich between 2 wedges of pumpkin pie on a stick dipped in chocolate. Like, yes, please. Like, it just sounds amazing. Okay, that'll be up there. But either way, I finally wanted to buy, I just had to buy a copy of my own again to have it. So I bought that. I also bought Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. Not yet. This is the sequel, companion novel, I think, most likely to House of the Cerulean Sea. I have not read it yet. I'm ashamed of myself, but I love the gold foiled edges. Not foiled, they're just colored. Oh, that's cute. It's got like a little seashell on it. I love the Cerulean Sea, so I can't wait to read this one. I've been very behind on reading. Then I decided to buy The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. I read this last year on NetGalley. I liked it, I didn't love it, but the more time goes on, when I get into a seasonal era, I'm like, I really just would love to own seasonal books. I'm a sucker for owning fall books and Christmas books in particular. Like, I just love having them. So I was like, fine, I'll buy it. The cover's amazing. I can always display it. It's always great to take pictures of. But then I learned it has a sequel, companion novel, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. All it takes is a bit of sugar and spice. And of course, again, it is super fallish. She's got a Christmas one coming out and like a strawberry pancake one coming out probably in the spring. But yeah, I will read this. These are not like amazing. They're just kind of, I would say they're like small town, Stars Hollow, a little bit of spice romance. They're not gonna rock your world, but they're cute ones. So I just had to buy them. And the last book I bought, which I'm just so excited for, is The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop. If you don't know, Gilmore Girls is my all-time favorite show. The amount of videos about Gilmore Girls I have on my channel is staggering. I have like a top 10 episodes. I participated and hosted the Gilmore Girls readathon. I've done reviews of when the year in the life came out of every single season. Gilmore Girls is my jam. So of course I would have to buy the Kelly Bishop one. I would like to listen to it, but I just don't listen to audiobooks. Oh, it's got pictures in it. That's so awesome. So I don't know much about Kelly Bishop at all. Look at her, she was in a chorus line. That is awesome. See, I didn't know any of this, so I'm very excited to read about her life and, you know, everything like that. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, there's Gilmore Girls. So I can't wait to read this, and it's just a perfect time for it to be released. So yeah, that's quite a big book. Sorry, that's quite a big book haul I have here of books I purchased. But you know what? I'm excited for each one of these, and I've already read a couple, so I feel accomplished. So there's that. I also forgot to mention my shirt. So my mom actually just got this for me. It was on my Amazon wish list, and so that's, you know, when you get older, your parents, sometimes your friends always ask you, you're just like, here's my Amazon wish list. Like, it's usually full of clothes and random junk. So Mom got me this. She has no clue what this is, but it's, how do you say it? Valaris, and it's got starlight. You know, this is obviously from, sorry, this is a horrible way to show it. There we go. From the ACOTAR series. And I was like, you know, I see more and more people nowadays. Like, I was at the zoo with my daughter last week, and I saw a lady with a shirt that was like Bat Boys, and I had Cassie and Azrael and Bryce on. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is like, I didn't think, like, you know, I would see that, but I was like, you know what, I should probably have one. And so I have one now. So that's, yeah. That's my fit check for the day. Yeah, it's just another normal day. I am going out to dinner with my girlfriends tonight, so I am super excited about that. And yeah, that's going to be my birthday, and that's great to me. Hello, it is, it's been a while, I have not been a good vlogger, and I am sorry. So I think the last time I talked to you was Friday, which was my birthday. I had a great birthday, went out with some of my best girlfriends. They totally made me feel so loved and spoiled, and I just love them. But I did that, and then Saturday, my son got sick. He had a cold, which, you know, school year, it happens. I will take cold any day over the stomach bug, because that has wrecked our house numerous times and I hate it. But anyway, so he got a cold, so we didn't really do anything Saturday. And then Sunday, yesterday, my son, my husband had his first performance with his band in a long time. So I don't know if you guys know, probably not, which is totally fine. My husband is a musician. He can play a lot of things. He plays drums, he plays guitar, he plays bass, he's played tuba in high school, but he has been in a band always. So this is like his 6th band he's been in since I've been with him, or since I've known him. Yeah. And so yesterday was his their kind of big comeback, so I'll put some clips there because I attended and took some photos and videos for them, as well as a lot of the other band wives, which I'm so fortunate that like 3 of the other band wives are like my best friends too. So it's just, it's such an amazing group we have. But anyway, here they are live. I think they're pretty good, but I am of course biased. That, and then my daughter is now getting the cold. I'm starting to get the cold because, you know, it makes the rounds in the house and it goes like that. But either way, you know, cold's a cold, it's fine. I do want to talk to you about reading. I did finish So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I want to say Saturday, and I want to say Saturday I finished it, and I did not enjoy this. I really, really didn't. I wanted so desperately to like it, but I didn't. I would end up giving this a 2 out of 5. Like, I really wanted to be generous and give it a 3, but then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I really did not like it and would not say it's amazing. So I told you what it's about. It's about a character named Sloane who is turning 36. I just turned 36, and she's in a marriage where her husband is often having infidelity, and he surprises her with like a 3-day weekend trip with her best friend Naomi, who she's known since high school. And so they go, and it's not to spoil anything, Naomi introduces Sloane to some new friends she meets, and those friends turn out to be vampires. And what do you know, the next thing you know, Naomi and Sloane are vampires, and the whole book's about them coming to grips with that. And there's a lot of things that I don't like this book. Number one, when the whole vampire group was introduced, there was like 6 of them, and it was like a full-on, like, a lot of explicit things in the spicy department that I did not like. It just wasn't for me. I was like, this is a little bit too much. I didn't know about this. I didn't sign up for this. So it was just, that was too much. And then also, I really did not like either of the main characters, Sloane and Naomi. Like, Sloane has had a rough past. I get it. She's had a rough marriage. Her and Naomi's friendship is very weird because Sloane is definitely more likable, I'd say, because she's a little bit more reserved. She used to have a past where she used to party a lot, but she's kind of been a reformed girl in that matter. And she doesn't take risk and she doesn't take chances, and you know, someone that's kind of like that, I respect that. And Naomi is the complete opposite. She dives first without thinking, doesn't think about other people. In fact, I'll be honest, I loathed Naomi. Loathed. She kept putting them in these situations that were horrible, and she would always just be like, oh, sorry, that's just how it is. I'm a vampire now, so that's just how it is. And I'm like, no. You've got to, like, she just never, she was just so I wasn't even self-aware. She's not self-aware. She's almost kind of narcissistic, and that's just me, honestly. Like, you feel it in this friendship. I felt like Sloane loved Naomi more, and Naomi was just kind of there. I didn't see that kind of two-way friendship that I think a friendship should be. So I just really, really love Naomi. I get that she was, you know, a little bit out there. She marches to the beat of her own drum. I can get that and I can respect that, but I also think that she should respect her best friend and her wishes. And it's just, I don't know. I just really did not Naomi. I really did not like Naomi. So if you don't know, Rachel Harrison, she writes horror books, yes, but they always are the background element. The horror aspect is never full front. So in all of her books, Cackle, that's about witches. That was more about a new friendship that was coming to be. Then we have Such Sharp Teeth, which was one of my favorites by her. It's about a twin sister that gets bit by a wolf and she becomes a werewolf, and that's more about the sister bond that they have with each other. Then her last one, Black Sheep, which I also really, really enjoyed, was more about a girl trying to get out of a very toxic family, like cult-wise, but there's also a lot of paranormal aspects to it. So they always have a really big predominant theme other than the horror genre, if you get what I'm saying. So this one was also predominantly about the friendship between Naomi and Sloane, and I just didn't jive with it. Maybe I'm the only one, because I went on Goodreads after I finished it, and surprisingly, this has a lot of good reviews. So if you're watching this and you read it and you loved it, that's great. Take my reviews with a grain of salt. I always tell everyone that, because everyone's got different opinions, and that is exactly that. This one was just not the vampire one for me, and that's all there is to it. 2 out of 5. I will not stop reading Rachel Harrison's, because I do enjoy her books more than I don't, if that makes sense. My favorites of hers are Such Sharp Teeth and Black Sheep. Cackle was okay. This one, but I will continue to read her books because I do enjoy them. This one was just definitely my least favorite. So, longest clip ever. I am now officially 4 chapters into Fang Fiction by Kate Stayman London. The plot is still kind of emerging, so I can't tell you much about it. I will say the reviews on this one, I did look those up, are kind of iffy. There's a lot of people that loved it, and there's a lot of people that did not like it. So I'll tell you more about it as I go on. Today's Monday, so I'm hoping to finish it by Wednesday if all goes well, because sickness. It's also my son's 10th birthday today. I feel like he always gets sick near his birthday. That poor kid. But it's just a cold. It's okay. It happens. But still, I feel bad because, like, I think one year he had strep throat on his birthday, and then another year when COVID hit, somebody in his class got COVID. He didn't get COVID, thankfully, but we had to quarantine for a while, and it always just seems to go on his birthday. Ugh. But either way, he's 10. He is 10. Like, I have been raising a child for 10 years. Like, he is 10. He is double digits. Like, I can't believe that. Like, he'll be a teenager soon around later. Oh, I can't think about that. Everyone always talks to me about that. But if you're a special needs mom, I feel like you have to, at least for me, live to the day by day, because if you think about the future too much, I'm not trying to be sad, it gets bleak sometimes, and I can't do that because I don't know what the future holds. I really, truly don't. Will he go off to college? Will he find, you know what I'm saying? Will he get married? I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll update you when I have something to update you about. Hopefully, I will not get super sick, but we'll see. Whoa, it's officially the next day. As you can tell, I got my hair done. I get my hair done like twice a year. So when I go, I just get it fully highlighted. As you can see, that's all I did. I just got highlights to cover up the gray because your girl just turned 36. Got a lot of gray. I'm letting it try to go I'm trying to let it grow long, so I just got it highlighted, washed and stuff, and thinned out, and then I got my emo side bangs because I love them and I'll never get rid of them. So I do want to officially, this will be the last clip of this vlog. I finished at the hair salon, surprisingly, Fang Fiction by Kate Stayman in London, and once again, I did not like it. I don't know. This vlog, I had high hopes for all of these books, and it's just been kind of like Charlie Brown. Womp, womp, womp. So this one is very hard to explain. So we follow a character named Tess, and at the beginning of the book, she is about to start graduate school. She lives in NYU. She's doing great, and then a big traumatic event happens, and I don't think it's spoiling to say, I think it's very important to know about the books. She gets R-worded, which is horrible, and so because of that, she has become a recluse. She can't sleep anymore. She has panic attacks, which is all understandable. She just really shut herself out. So now it follows 3 years later. She works at this hotel. She's still obsessed with this book series called Blood Feud, which is all about vampires. It's about these vampires that live on this isle, that got subjected to this island, if you will. And there's 2 different clans. There's like Felix and his twins. Oh no, there's 2 different clans. There's like Callum and Octavia, which are like twins, and they're very bad vampires. Then there's Felix, who is the do-gooder that wants to do good, and they're just trapped on this isle, basically. Everyone is obsessed with it. Everyone also thinks that maybe that they're actually real people and not fictional characters. So basically, long story short, Tess one day shows up to work, and Octavia, one of the vampires, is there, and she's like, "You're actually real?" And Octavia's like, "Yes, I got off the isle, I don't know how. I need to just send a message back to my twin brother to let him know that I'm not dead and like to try to come find me." And so the whole book is about Tess going to the isle, actually meeting all of these fictional characters she thought was fictional are actually real, and the books are a lot, and the actual reality of these vampires was a lot different from the books, and that's kind of it. So it's just, I don't know, I think it tried to do too many things. We followed a lot of people's different point of views. It was mostly from Tess's, and it's all about her journey with the things that happened to her that were very traumatic, and her kind of overcoming that. Not overcoming it, but you get what I'm saying. But she's also maybe falling in love with one of the vampires, and it has that going on. It has another plot with Octavia being stuck in New York and then meeting Tess's best friend Joni, maybe them having feelings for each other. It just had so many things of it, that this fictional vampire world is actually real, and what do you do in that? But I just don't like the way it was executed. It was just a little too sloppy, in my opinion. There's a lot of different mixed media formats in this book too, because some chapters would begin with a podcast where they talk about the vampire. Some would be like a Reddit forum of like, I actually think I spotted Callum and Octavia, the vampires. Are they actually real? Things like that. So it just, I don't know, it was just doing too much, and I just wasn't ever really interested in it. Like, the romance didn't really catch me, the whole plot didn't really catch me. It was just kind of subpar. So I've looked up reviews on this, and they are very mixed, I will say. A lot of people don't like it because of the way she portrays the R word, if you will, and I can't say that for sure because I've never been in that experience, so I don't ever want to put somebody else's experience in my own, you know, mouth. But it's just, I don't know, it wasn't for me, and I'm very bummed because I loved her previous book, One to Watch, which was kind of like a bachelor kind of book, but this one just wasn't it for me. So I would probably end up giving it like a very low 3 out of 5. It just, so there you have the 3 books I've read. It's taken me like over a week, but I've done it. And yeah, I'm really bummed. I always have these great intentions of liking all these books I'm gonna vlog, and then sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. This is one where it didn't work out. I have to say my favorite out of this whole week was my Vampire Plus one. Even still, I gave it a 3.5. I liked the first one a lot better. This one was okay, but it was my favorite of the week. Then we have So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I gave this 2. I did not like the friendship. I like the vampire aspect. It was pretty brutal and bloody and all that vampire stuff, which I expect, but the friendship, which is the main driving point of this book, was not it for me. I did not like Naomi. Oh, I hated her. And then, of course, we have Fang Fiction, which comes in at a very low 3 stars. It was just, So I would love to know if you've read any of these books, if we have similar feelings, if we don't, but there you go. That's the end of this vlog. As you can tell, I have a cold, but I'm getting better, so that's always good. And yeah, I'll see you on my next vlog sometime. I don't know when, but hopefully it'll have better reads than this week. It happens, it happens, it happens. Bye.